Good morning. I want to share with you a couple of things. We just had Resurrection Sunday. And I should know this, but it always seems to shock me how we can't believe God when He tells us something. We think the disciples are superstars, right? Well, in Matthew 16:21, Jesus told them the first time, He said, from that time Jesus began to show to His disciples that He must go to Jerusalem and suffer many things from the elders, the chief priests, and scribes, and be killed and be raised on the third day. Then He goes over in chapter 17, that's 16, in verse 22, and while they were staying in Galilee, Jesus said to them, the Son of Man is about to be betrayed into the hands of men, and they will kill Him, and He'll be raised on the third day. And then He tells them the third time. Here they are. Now Jesus, going up to Jerusalem, took the 12 disciples aside on the road and said to them, He pulled them aside, behold, we are going up to Jerusalem, and the Son of Man will be betrayed to the chief priests and to the scribes, and they will condemn him to death, and deliver Him to the Gentiles to mock and to scourge and to crucify. And the third day He will rise again. 3 times He told them. All right. Well, as you know, they had incredible difficulty believing that it was really real. Mary Magdalene went and saw the tomb empty. She met Jesus on the road. She told them. They didn't believe. The Emmaus disciples told them. Here, let me read it to you. Here we are, Mary Magdalene sees Him, and she went and told those. And when they heard that He was alive and had been seen by her, they did not believe. And then the 2 Emmaus disciples that had heard Jesus and been revealed to Jesus, after that He appeared in another form to 2 of them as they walked and went into the country. That's the Emmaus disciples. And when they went and told it to the rest, they did not believe them either. Now, are you kidding me? 3 times Jesus tells him, all of them, that He's going to rise from the dead. And all of them are told by Mary Magdalene, they're told by the Emmaus disciples, and they still refuse to believe it. Jesus appears in their midst. And He rebuked their unbelief and hardness of heart because they did not believe those who had seen Him after He was risen. Now, I can read you the other accounts, but you don't need that. I want to go to what I think is a pretty kind of funny story, Acts 12, where we find Peter in prison. They've just arrested James and Peter, and they killed James. And Herod saw that he pleased them, so he was setting it up to kill Peter as well. And he put 4 squads of guards on him. That means 4 sets of 4. 2 would be chained to him, and 2 would guard the door. Now, we know the story. They say in verse 5, 12:5, Peter was kept in prison, but constant prayer was offered to God for him by the church. They're doing what they should do, having a prayer meeting about it. And when Herod was about to bring him out, that night Peter was sleeping, bound between 2 chains, between 2 soldiers, and the guards before the door were keeping the prison. Now behold, an angel of the Lord stood by him, and light shone in the prison. And he struck Peter on the side and raised him up, saying, Arise quickly. And his chains fell off his hands. And then the angel said to him, Gird yourself, tie your sandals. So he did. And he said to him, Put on your garments and follow me. So he went out and followed, and did not know that what was done by the angel was real, but thought he was seeing a vision. When they were past the first and second guard posts, they came to the iron gate that leads to the city, which opened to them of its own accord. That ought to have gotten his attention. And they went out and went down the street. Immediately the angel departed from him. And when Peter had come to himself, he said, Now I know for certain the Lord has sent his angel and has delivered me from the hand of Herod and from all the expectation of the Jewish people to kill him. So when he had considered this, he came to the house of Mary, the mother of John, whose surname was Mark, John Mark's mother, where many were gathered together praying. Okay, we're still praying. And Peter knocked at the door of the gate, and the girl named Rhoda came to answer. And when she recognized Peter's voice, because of her gladness, she did not open the gate, but ran in and announced that Peter had been released and stood before the gate. But they said to her, "You are mad. You're beside yourself." Yet she kept insisting that it was so. So they said, "It must be his angel." Why do you think we're having this prayer meeting? We're having this prayer meeting for Peter. He's not standing outside the door. That's too good to be true. Why is it that we can't believe God's word? Because of our hardness of heart. That's what the Lord told us. Because of our hardness of heart. How do we get hard hearts? Because we hear truth, we hear truth, we hear truth, and we don't take it to heart. We don't apply it on a daily basis. We don't really believe that what he's saying can actually come true, and then our hearts get hardened to the reality of the fantastic truth of his power. Why don't we set out to read the Bible and say, "Okay, God, I believe every single word of it. You show me, God, how real this is in my own life every single day." Wouldn't that be an exciting way to live? To do that and to be seeing the astonishing power of God in your life every day, because he does do miracles and he is with you and he is going to do something very special with you that he's told you in his word. Don't doubt it. Believe it with all your heart. God will never fail to keep his word. God bless you. Have a great day.